Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on in to the Blue Collar Psychiatrist. I am the Blue Collar Psychiatrist, and today we're going to talk about believe not, lest ye be deceived. Now, what am I talking about here? Does this come from the Bible? No, it does not. It comes from the Blue Collar Bible. Recently, I have had a number of untoward situations come up, and this surrounds the whole issue of service. Service personnel, for whatever reason, are not competent for the most part today. I was expecting a pharmacy to call me to tell me that they had received a prescription, which I believe are faxed electronically, from my doctor. They kept on telling me every time I called, no, it hasn't come in, it hasn't come in, it hasn't come in, it hasn't come in. But I will tell you, I must have called the doctor's office 5 times. I must have called the pharmacy 5 or 6 times until I got my hands around their skinny pencil neck geek hands, their geek neck. Because they will push you off. Now, many of them may be either incompetent, or they may be overworked, or they may be understaffed. I don't know. But here comes again the bottom line thinking, which we've talked about before. I don't care why. I don't give a damn why they don't have the prescription for me. The bottom line is they don't have it. I'm not interested. And excuses. I would say to them, your excuses are your own. I just never gave up. I hammered them constantly, every single day. The doctor every day. The pharmacy every day. It may have been the problem of the doctor. I don't know. I don't know. Since I've had problems before. But that's what I'm saying. You cannot believe anything they tell you. They will tell you anything to get rid of you. Yes, it'll be here today, or yeah, it'll be here tomorrow, or we have this problem or that problem. I'm not interested in your problems. I'm interested in getting the product that I want and that I expect from the doctor. It goes from the doctor to the pharmacy to me. And frankly, I'm sick and tired of this poor work situation apparently that they have, or just people just not even giving a damn. Part of it is also people just don't give a damn, whether it be a doctor's office, or whether it be a service company, or whether it be a pharmacy. They don't give a damn. In fact, every time I go to the pharmacy, it's a whole new crew back there. So there's no continuity. A lot of times you would go in, they know your face. It's just a different feel, a different story. Here, every time I go into the pharmacy, it's a totally different group of people. It's just absurd. But again, I'm not interested in there. I'm not interested in their personnel problems. I'm not interested in their changeover of personnel. I am not interested in that. I am interested in getting my product as it is supposed to be. And here we're talking about medication. You cannot fool around with medication. It has to be received on time. Because you could have some bad reactions if you don't have the medication. They don't care. And this happened about a week ago. And it happened again this week. And I just got off the phone, and finally they told me, yes, we got it from the doctor's office. Now, there was a changeover in the doctors, and one of the doctors that I really, really liked and I had a good relationship with, a good rapport with, retired. So then his partner is now my doctor because I felt it would be easier to keep the records are already there. It's just less potential for confusion. And I don't know what happened, but they had the correct fax number. Finally, it came through today, this morning. But you can't believe, they will say anything that they need to in order to get rid of you, as if the situation has been resolved. It was not resolved. It is not resolved in many cases. Remember, they don't want to be bothered with you. That's the problem with the service personnel today. Not all of them, but many of them. And I've heard a lot of my friends telling me the same damn thing. The service world is in a tremendous depression, apparently, because they just don't care. They don't care, or they're overworked. I don't even care. See, again, we're talking about bottom line thinking. They have it or they don't, and time. I don't have the time to constantly call them. It is a total waste of my time. There's no need for it. If things are run properly, you wouldn't have to do that. But unfortunately, things are not run properly for whatever reason. But see, I don't give a damn about the reason. I don't care about their staffing. I don't care about what's going on in the doctor's office. I want what I have to have, and that is the medication. I will tell you, people will say to you, oh, tomorrow, the next day, it'll happen. I don't believe it until I have it in my hands. So, ladies and gentlemen, unless it's reflective of money in their pocket, you have to take everything they tell you, all their promises, with a grain of salt, because they don't give a damn. And as I said, I don't care why. It's either I have it or I don't have it. Bottom line thinking. And you have to constantly hammer those people with phone calls until they get sick of listening to your voice. I will not put up with substandard service. I will not put up with it, especially when it comes to medication, for God's sakes. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on in this world with service, but uniformly, my friends have told me and reported the same story about the poor service or lack of service. It is unnecessary aggravation. But to get what you want, you have to constantly be on top of them and tell them, I'm calling back tomorrow, I'll call back the next day, or all of this. And you have to constantly question them and ask them and demand of them if necessary, and go in person, which is another thing. It's another tactic that I've used. Yes, I've had to go 5 times to the pharmacy. In person. It's one thing to have you on the phone and then they figure they'll get rid of you and then they'll hang up. When you're right there looking into their beady eyes and you tell them, I need this prescription, this is nothing to play with. Sometimes that makes a difference. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a sad state of affairs. You can't believe what they tell you. They're probably overworked and understaffed, but I don't give a damn. I need what I need, especially when it comes to my health. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you to drink and drink abundantly from the fountain of life. See you next time.